Hey everyone, so I promised I would do a YouTube video about how to do the facial hair that I have. I finally got around to doing it, which is now. I'm only going to do half because it does take a while and it will take a lot of practice. Don't expect it to be perfect the first time. You'll find what works for you best, what colours match you. I go for like a kind of a dark black, but that's because I dye the sides of my hair a lot. At the moment it's been shaved, so it's the wrong colour, but the beard looks okay because I get this from people in the UK. I get it from Wilkinson's, and I mix it with, weirdly, because it's waterproof mascara, I mix it with a tiny bit of water, and it makes it thinner, it makes it a lot less clumpy, and it really helps me to have a really cool beard. My phone is like the, oh no, oh no. Well, there it goes. Am I going to edit this out or am I going to leave it in? I'll probably leave it in. Okay, wait. Let's try this again. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Technical difficulties. So many. I can't. Okay. I don't know why my phone hates me right now. Like, for real hates me. I think it's because of this video. It doesn't really want me to do a good video for you guys, but I'm gonna persevere. Oh, God! Please bear with me. Technical difficulties. It's just really slowly moving all the time. And it's very irritating. It's just traveling up my face, and it means that I can't do this video yet. Okay, wait a second. I'm gonna just reshuffle stuff, so please bear with me. I'll just kind of stare for a little while and smile. Right. It's just never gonna stop, is it? Never ever gonna stop. Never gonna stop. It's gonna ruin my life forever. This is what I've become now. Am I gonna have to go from a really low angle? Oh God! Oh my God, it worked. Right. Before everything falls again and everything's ruined. So. Make sure you wipe off as much excess as you can, because the less you put on, the more effective. Like I said, mine's quite watered down, so it gives me a lot of a lighter colour, and it's not so heavy black. Because obviously it's hard to get a mascara that really matches your skin, your hair. So I just get it and really gently brush the tops of the hair, like really gently. You don't want to go too crazy, and I go against it. I have to pull my plugs back because, you know, it gets all over your ears otherwise. Just really gently tease the hair, almost. I'm a child. There we go. And obviously, I use minoxidil and biotin, which I don't recommend if you have cats. It's just not massively it's quite toxic, so just be careful. If you don't have cats, just make sure you wash your hands. But it has helped me a lot. Like, I've got quite a lot of facial hair growth from it. And it goes all the way onto my neck, so I can do it on my neck. And you just gently brush it until you think it's not giving anymore. I like to just keep combing really gently into it. I give it a minute to dry. And I have an old brush from an old mascara that's dry. And I like to use this to kind of like break up any clumpy bits that have happened. See, this is what I mean. If I don't hold my plugs, that is what I get. This. Thankfully, I just wipe it off after. If you get baby wipes, make sure they're good baby wipes, because cheap ones just don't really get this stuff off because remember, it's makeup. So you're going to need to wash really well. Wash it off before you go to bed, because it will give you bad skin. So I do this every morning before I go out. Give it a little brush. Obviously, I make mistakes with it a lot, and I make things like that. So I will get a wipe to wipe it off later. But sometimes if you go over it, you can actually mask it, and you don't need to deal with it, because it just kind of ends up looking like a clump of your hair. Yeah, remember, just don't go too hard, and if you catch the skin, don't stress about it too much, because it'll give you more of an impression like you've got almost like a 5 o'clock shadow going on, almost. Obviously, it does look up close somewhat not realistic, but from a distance, with a bit of practice, and obviously this is a little bit of a rush job because I spent 3 minutes dealing with the camera. Well, that's terrible. That's just awful. But anyway, that's the main thing I wanted to show you, is to go against your hair on your face, and just, so it's actually made quite a lot of difference with just a couple of minutes of work. This is the other side. This is my like natural untouched hair. Just like sticks out quite a bit. And this is the coloured. Obviously, if you follow my like Instagram and stuff, you'll see I've got pictures on there, and you see how well it goes when it's done. I enjoy doing it. It makes me feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot less dysphoric. It took a while for me to get here. Obviously, I had to start using biotin and minoxidil, which is Regain for Men, which you can get in the UK. You can get it in supermarkets. It's really easy. That's the guy. So I use that, and I also use this, which I got on Amazon, and it's a year's supply, and I think I paid £15 for it, so it was really good. It was really cheap. But it has actually, weirdly, I thought it would just be for my hair, but it's actually helped my skin. I am a real big sufferer of acne. I get it quite a lot. I used to anyway, and weirdly, I think it coincides with a healthy diet change that me and my wife have, where we both eat a lot better. We eat a lot less crap, and we don't eat chocolate or anything. We have, I occasionally have really dark chocolate, but it's always over 75%, so it's just really, really good for you, and I don't have a lot of it. Yeah, we both have made a conscious effort to eat better and drink a lot of water. The weather's been insanely warm, so drinking a lot of water has been a good choice. But yeah, it's really helped. So I think along with biotin and really, really scrubbing my face, it's really helped my acne. But I'm unsure as to which it is. So this is like a mini... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. But obviously with practice, you can do much better. This is just to give you the tools to start it off. Obviously, figure out which kind of facial hair design suits you, or that you just like. If you like it, then it's going to suit you, because you'll be happy. So it'll definitely suit you. I sometimes like doing like almost like mutton chops. My hair on my like neck goes to like here. You can kind of see it. It's really pale, but there's quite a lot of it. It's there. But it doesn't grow here. Like this area. So I look like I have mutton chops. But I like it. Sometimes I stop my hair there anyway, and then do my mustache. And then same again this side. So I've got Butcher Bill type mutton chops, which I love. They make me happy, makes me laugh. But it's just that I can have the freedom to keep changing up my facial hair, because I don't really need to shave it. I do occasionally. I haven't for a while, because obviously it's grown with minoxidil, and I'm starting tea really soon. So I want to make sure that I don't feel misgendered as much. I still am, despite when I do it well, because this is terrible. This is a really bad example, and I'm really sorry. Be better than me. Just be better than me. I also was given... Where is it? It's called like Colour Now. I was given it by my wife's mum to help. And it's like a blusher kit type thing. Like this. And it's quite dark. And you can just... Ooh, good grief. You just kind of dab the brush in. This is the most makeup I've ever used in my entire life. And I'm a man now, so... better late than never, I guess. My sister will be so pleased. You can just brush it in, and it kind of softens the colour. And adds like a base to your actual skin. Again, giving it the illusion, ooh, filled in pretty good. Just a little, and all you need is a really small amount to just mix it in. It also, you have to wait till your hair is dry, for the love of God. Don't just chuck it in when it's still a little wet, because it just clumps, and then you gotta wipe the whole stuff off, and you gotta start again. Always do, I started with my sideburns just to here and there. So they frame my jaw, which actually gave me a lot more of a manly shape. Because as I've probably brought up 100 times in 100 videos, I have a button face. I have a very round face, which I'm stuck with. It might get better with tea, it might not. We'll see. So I always try and find ways that either mask my round face, hence the full beard, or I just sculpt the hair. Like I said, to here, it like chisels your jaw if you square it off. And just go to like here. You know, perfect. But do whatever works for you. Try it out. I'd probably recommend doing it at home. Walking around the house with it on, because it will be a massive adjustment. Your face, for the first time, will be so itchy. But you can't scratch it because it will either crumble and come off your face. It'll clump. There's a multitude of things. So it's a learning curve to not touching your face all the time. I also, once I've done it, I spray a tiny bit of hairspray on it to seal it, because I found that when I used to get quite warm, because it's, like I said, it's been really hot, so this has been a really big learning experience for me, is to learn how to deal with it when you sweat. Because I do sweat quite a lot on my face, and my mustache used to just bleed into my like skin, and it would just be this solid black lump that was fairly obvious that I'd painted it on. The way I do it now makes sure that I don't look like I'm just painting it on. Oh no. Yeah, I also like to use this brush because I like to push back the hair again once it's dry and comb it a little bit down, just because it makes it look much more real and less jagged. So it gives it like a curlier look if you have an old one, to just kind of go against it and just really gently, and it takes out excess and it removes a lot of clumps. So I really like my little extra brush. You can buy them from like most little drug convenience stores. I called it a drugstore. I haven't lived in Canada in a really long time, but it's still there. Yeah, so this is my extra video. If you wanted, I will do a full one. It will take time, just because it's like I've got to set aside an entire hour, possibly more, because if I screw it up, I will do it again. I will start all over again. Before, it's taken me 2 hours to do it once when I was going out for an hour. So I always make sure I get up really early for work. I get up at 6. I need to be at work by 8:30. And it usually takes me about an hour and a half to just do my face. And then the rest of that time I'm spent exercising, and then I frantically throw on clothes at 8:10 because it takes me 10 minutes to walk to work. There you go. I hope you found this video useful. I'm sorry that there was a predicament at the beginning where I kept dropping everything and causing chaos. And I'm sorry that unfortunately my skills let me down today. So and that's what you get. Like, I love doing it. It makes me feel much happier. I feel a lot less dysphoric. And I pass a lot more despite the fact that I'm not auntie. And my voice is in an androgynous range. It's not too bad. But either they think I'm a gay man, which I'm completely fine with. I mean, it's a man. I'll take it. I don't care. It's when they call me babes. When I have it, like, all done. And I'm like, thank you, I think. But hey, so, again, I went off on a ramble. Sorry, guys. I'll be doing... Sorry, I have a really itchy foot. Oh, yeah. I'll be doing another video soon, reviewing my 4-in-1. So it'll be me showing off my Packer play toy that I have. It's not a toy, but it really helps. It really helps me, and I think it'll be really interesting, and I would love to recommend their brand because they're fantastic. They're really, really good guys. They're on Facebook. It's called Piemanda. They're Italian-based, but amazing. Just, it's made by trans men for trans men. I will say it every video I've got now. I love that. I love it. They were so helpful, and it was so quick. I had my Packer in a week. Harness and all. Custom-made harness in a week. And it was fantastic. Shame I've lost weight since I've got it, so my harness is a little loose, so I need to get it taken in, but I can do that myself. I have some skills. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Let me know how it goes for you guys. And let me know if you find something that's more helpful that we can share with other people. If you find more helpful tips, I will add them into another video, and I will quote you by name. I will thank you greatly, because this journey is not mine alone. I learnt this from someone else. I saw it on Instagram, and I wish I could remember their username, because I would definitely like share their love. Because of them, it made my dysphoria a lot easier, and I hope my video helps your dysphoria be a lot easier and just makes you feel a lot happier in yourself. Take it easy, everyone, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.